He watches one that goes inside. 1-0 count. A swing line to left center. That's going to be a base hit. Sanchez has it.
Let's take a chance now to look at the Yankee season last year and how they ranked in the American League. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage, and a very productive offense as well. Second in the league in runs scored. That's an offense that scores in a lot of different ways. Not just with power, not just with speed, but that ability to manufacture runs and score in many ways.
Torres hits this one down. And he throws in time for the force at second. Great out. Let's do it again here on 2K Sports. Another chance to look at a highlight reel play at third.
Well, he realizes the only way he's going to get to this is to leave his feet. He extends, makes the catch, and then comes up and throws a strike to second base.
Gardner at the plate. This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. This one to Rasmus. As he retreats back for it and gets the out.
This ball looked good coming off the bat. I thought it would carry a little bit further, but the right fielder able to keep a beat on it, roam back and put it away.
And Morse is batting. Here's a swing and a liner to left center. And that's going to be a base hit for Morse. Terrific opportunity right now for the Yankees.
Well, the pitcher and catcher decided to go against the scouting report, and they tried to get inside to jam him. They just didn't get it in far enough, and he ends up getting that big base hit.
That one's drilled to short. Machado. And they get the force at second that time. That'll do it. They pick up no runs on 2 hits and strand 1. Yankees 1, Baltimore nothing. Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in.
You know, they're losing a little bit in the defensive department with this change. It may be geared more toward offense. It's just odd to make this move right now. You know, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy is nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing. So
a swing, line drive, deep left field. As he drops back and puts it away.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings in the American League and see how the Baltimore Orioles fared. Second in home runs, 6th in slugging percentage, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
And Chris Davis to bat.
Well, the Yankees about as good a road team as you're going to find in baseball year after year, and they equal the Tigers and Red Sox again. Most wins with 45 overall.
Suddenly it's strike 2. Pretty amazing. The Yankees in the road games over the last 4 years have been ground ball. He dives and he's got it. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. He makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
First pitch is that knuckle curve in there, 0-1.
Now the knuckle curveball, the put-away pitch right here, throwing it down and in. This guy's got nasty stuff.
There's a swing and a liner towards. This can be a dangerous play. The head-first slide into second.
Well, he goes diving in there and just gets his hands in underneath the tag. Unfortunately, he's getting up and dusting himself off without injury. In this critical situation, fireworks ready to go off.
Swings and misses the slider, 0-1. Swings on the 0-1 pitch, can't hit it, strike 2. This one has popped up to the left side out of play. Drilled towards third, and he boots it. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. They pick up no runs on 1 hit and leave a man at second. The Orioles still looking. It's Jacoby Ellsbury to lead us off. 0 for 1 thus far. And he starts him out. Liner towards the hole, and that'll put Ellsbury on first. State Farm leaderboard, look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. Number 1, the Rangers. Second, the Yankees. The Angels third. Fourth, the White Sox. And it's the Red Sox, number 5.
Well, this is a pitcher's dream. When you have an offense like this on your side, you know you're going to get a ton of runs. You don't have to be so precise. You can let runs score because you know your offense is going to pick you up. The good thing about this team...
Swung on line to right center field. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. And he crosses the plate all the way from first base. Great finish to that triple right there. He secured it with a play at the end.
What an effort on his part. He turns it on going around second base, and a great slide stretching it into a triple.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. And they've not. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. That's one away. Here comes the runner for the plate. And a run comes home.
With runners in scoring position, you need to do something to get them in. He didn't have to get a hit. He knew all he had to do was find a way to keep it in play and pick up an RBI.
Up again their DH. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped. Makes its way through for a single.
Well, now after giving up 3 straight hits, the manager has to start thinking about getting somebody up in the pen.
And Sanchez is batting. Now let's take a moment here to see the breakdown of the pitches that have yielded hits.
Looking at this.
There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. Throws in time to first. What a play. In fact, he had a dive and still had time to get up and make the throw. That's how hard that was hit.
Well, the accuracy of that throw is what's tremendous. When you're moving that quickly, rushing to get to your feet, it's awfully tough to be that accurate.
To left center.
그렇지.
And Jones manages to make the catch. Wow. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand the man. Yankees working with a 3-run lead. And our afternoon a bit overcast today. Still a good day to be at the ball game. Leadoff hitter Danny Valencia. And doing the pitching is going to be Aroldis Chapman. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one.
오마이갓인데 진짜로. 아롤디스 체프문이 나오냐?
Valencia ground ball. That one gets through for a base hit.
Well, a good start to this inning, but let's see if the guys behind him, after he starts out this inning with a single, can follow up and finish this inning off with some runs.
And their catcher at the plate. Line drive.
조세프
That's
아우.
foul towards first.
삐껴 나왔어 조세프 아우.
A swing line to left center.
오케이.
And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. So, up to the plate. Here's Colby Rasmus.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have
지금
been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate.
콜비 레이스 모스.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. One away. Here comes the
한점
runner for the
만회하고
plate. The run scores.
동점홈런 치면 개꿀인데.
Runner on for Adam Jones. Well, Steve, they've got plenty of time in this ball game, and what you got to do is peck away at that lead in the
까비.
Gary, he got some good wood on that last hit. Put it in play. Now he's closing the gap right here. See if they can make up this difference.
As Gene McDaniels used to say, just chip it away. And that's what you want to do in these kind of games.
아롤디스 체프문이
Gary, you know, you're right. Chipping away is exactly what you want to do in these games. You don't have to make it all up at once. Just take advantage of every opportunity you get, close the gap, and try to pass them later. This one is very, very straight, but very, very hard. 102 miles per hour.
Machado gets a turn here. He flew out his last time up. Swung on grounder. This might be it.
얘라이
And on to first for out number 3, and that's gonna do it.
The offense got it.
Come to that point where we take a look back and Real good ball game. Great battle here, and the pitching, the better part of it, came away with a win.
피츠버그와의 경기 한번 갑시다.
Coming up, it's spring training action from Florida. We'll see the Baltimore Orioles as they play against...
Spring training baseball preseason. Hi, everybody. Gary Thorne, John Crux, Steve Phillips with you. 2K Sports, and it's great. Here's the lineup for the Orioles. Scouting Big John. It's Rasmus at the plate, and we're ready to get things started.
Right fielder, number 28, Colby Rasmus.
Here's the pitch. Up the middle.
레슨
Look out off the
잡았어요.
pitcher. One away. But a quick recovery that time gets the out.
Fast reaction by the pitcher right there. That ball got back on him quickly. He makes the play. Nice job.
Swung on. That is driven by Jones.
아담 존 3자.
Goodbye home run.
넘어갑니다.
Orioles, they're on the board.
스프링 캠프
And
2호
the first run of
홈런입니다.
the ball game. Wow, it comes with a solo home run and a 1-0 lead.
Great job by the Orioles right there. Now Baltimore back in control of this game. It's their game to lose.
더 쇼 해보고 싶다 근데.
A swing and a drive.
그렇지
Deep
감자.
left center field.
나이스. 아우
This one
까비.
comes off the wall.
넘어갈 뻔했는데.
And he's in at second with a double. 1-0.
Well, this is a guy
오신 분들
right
추천
here
한 번만
that was
누르시
made
감사하겠습니다. 추천 즐겨찾기 한 번씩들만 누르시 감사하겠고요.
to hit fastballs,
바로
and that's
갑시다.
what he looks for, and
크리스
that's what he
데이비스.
got right there.
거포
Put a
타자.
good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
And Chris
놓쳤어요.
Davis to bat.
일루.
And he drops it. The Pirates defensively will look like this.
Right, take a look at this club defensively. The thing to remember is they're ranked in the bottom 5 for the total number of errors committed. That's a lot of mistakes and a lot of extra base runners and bases that they've given up.
2 away. Here comes the runner for the plate. That run is in.
A good piece of hitting right there. Listen, he's not a star, but he knows what to do. Good, productive at bat.
And their number 6 hitter. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field.
휴스가 다시 한번 안타
Makes its way
때리고
through for a
나가고
single.
3루까지 갑니다. 타자 주자는 3루까지.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings in the American League and see how the Baltimore Orioles fared. Second in home runs, 6th in slugging percentage, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
Oh, he's there, but he cannot make the catch.
아웃이죠.
And the run comes in. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They come out. And our starting pitcher for Baltimore,
헬세 선수.
Steve, as he takes a look at this Pittsburgh lineup today, what do you think he's thinking?
Well, for Brandon Webb, he's...
Now here's a grounder towards the hole.
데이비스 잡고 1루로 아웃.
And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first, didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. It's Harrison at the plate.
No, no,
Here's a swing and a ground ball. Machado
마차도 잡아서 1루로.
on to first. That's out number 2. Here's a look at Clint Hurdle's lineup. Any of these bats stand out, John?
Well, David Freese, to me, has established himself as a star in the making. He has a chance to not only be a star, but a superstar. Love what I saw in him last season in the postseason. He can do so many things with the bat in his hand. Hit the ball the other way, hit for average, but clutch is something that he added to his repertoire.
And Pittsburgh with their first hit. And with the young pitching staff for the Orioles, the road games, it really showed up. The worst ERA on the road in the majors, John.
4번 타자.
Yeah, Baltimore's record on the year would end up being 30-51 when they had to travel, and that mark was good for third to last in the entire majors, just not getting it done.
Taps this one foul to the right. He deals. The slider swung out and missed. Struck him out. Side gone. That's called short work of 3. Took 6 pitches. Up next, Orioles. And we've got Cisco batting. And of course, as a pitcher, you got to keep your eye on which pitches are effective on any given day. And that's it. Pretty well down the line and left.
좌측에 높게 뜹니다.
As he drops back and puts it away. And the lineups with the most home runs around the league last year, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. The Orioles 2nd. 3rd, the White Sox. 4th spot, Rangers. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, this team lives and dies with the home run ball. They were one of the top teams in the league last year at hitting the ball out of the ballpark, and they seem to want to continue that in this season. They have so much power and depth throughout this lineup that every one of these guys can hurt you.
Number 16.
들어가나요?
And a good throw gets him 2 down. Here's Colby Rasmus now with 2 down. Last season, he had a big 357 against the Pirates. Here's the first pitch. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center.
라스무스가
It rolls all the way to the wall.
2루까지 3루 가나요?
Rasmus towards third base. Here's Rasmus heading home. And the throw is wide, and they cannot get him at the plate. Check out the wheels on this guy. You got to have those wheels if you're going to end up at home.
Well, there's no question about it, but you also need some help from the defense, and the defense had
선수.
a letdown there that allowed an inside the park home run.
아담 존스.
Now Baltimore's got to be thinking they've got this under control as they just keep adding on runs, Gary.
Swung
또
on, that is
넘어가나요?
driven by
감자.
Jones.
다시 한번.
That ball is
다시
out of
한번
here.
넘어갑니다.
Goodbye, the
3호 홈런.
Orioles. They continue to expand
두
their
번째
lead.
홈런입니다. 아담 존스.
And the lead grows to 5. A solo home run. That'll make him grand slam proof the rest. He swings and drives this one.
매니 마차도도 똑같은 코스.
And he's there to retire the side. So they get the long ball working as they have 2 solo homers in this half of the inning. The Orioles riding a 5-run lead. 5, 6, 7 hitters to get things started. Shortstop up.
타자는 5번 강정호입니다.
Slider swung on and missed. 0-1. And Brandon Webb can try and take him out right now. 0-2. He delivers. Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
Well, that's what you want is efficiency. You always want to try to retire a hitter on 3 pitches or less. If you can get it with the strikeout, you'll take that too. And a brief look here at the Pirates and how they ranked in the National League last season. 4th in home runs, 6th in triples, and they were in the top 10 in team batting average with runners in scoring position, getting a lot of clutch base hits, and that's a great stat for a team that wants to win ball games.
Strike started off the at-bat 0-1. He has 5 career hits, 12 at-bats against the Orioles. Can't catch up with that swing, and a miss, and it's now 0-2.
Well, that's just one of those the pitcher says, here it comes, try to hit it. Fastball hitter, he wanted that pitch, he just didn't quite come up with the swing.
마차도 잡고 있는
Machado.
거.
Now it's 2 down. And Cervelli's in the box. He fouls that one off. And another foul ball.
오, 이거 다 됐어.
Here's the pitch. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side's retired. It goes quickly for Brandon Webb. 1-2-3. Nothing doing in the first 2 goose eggs. Afternoon at the ballpark.
이제
Pleasant,
마지막
cool day here.
3회 초공격.
Leadoff hitter Chris Davis.
크리스 데이비스가 결국엔 때려냅니다.
To head out towards the wall. He's thinking extra bases. Stops at second. 2-bagger.
Well, what a great way to get things started. Leading off the inning with the double. Put yourself in scoring position early.
And the left fielder in. Last time up, he drove in a run with a sac fly. Swung on and fouled away. Takes that curve. 0-1 pitch for a strike. 0-2.
When you're already falling behind like this, you cannot continue to allow your other team to get base runs.
Now he swings, hits this one high in the air, deep left center field. That ball is out of here. Goodbye, the Orioles. They continue to expand their lead. Now with that 2-run homer, they extend that lead to 7. Little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for the right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
Swing and a drive, deep left center. Catch is made. And Beckham's in the box. Reached on an error his last time around. The first pitch. Big swing, straight away center. Warning track, Wall looking up. He heads all the way back to the warning track and gets the out. And we've got Cisco batting. Last time up, flew out. Hit in the air to center field. And he's there to retire the side. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. Baltimore, boy, are they making hay today. This is quite an explosion. And it's Frazier batting. Hit on the ground, up the middle. Machado. Throw one to first in time, one away.
Number 24.
And their rookie pitcher in the box. Here it comes. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. He's out at first base. Nice play on the cover.
That's a well-executed play right there, Gary. He hustled over, got to first base, touch the bag.
Thought he might have had a strikeout there, but he's involved in the out anyway. And it's Marte batting. Grounded out his last time up. First pitch to him.
개떡 발리는 중.
Hit on the ground. This could be the end. Machado. And on to first for out number 3, and that's gonna do it.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
Always like to recognize the player of the game, and we've got one today. Brandon Webb knew what had to be done and did it in this ball game. And when you take to the road, Steve, any win will do, but when you get this kind of offense, it's very satisfying.
Well, it also sends a message to your club and to that club that you showed up to play.
And that's going to do it for us here. For Steve Phillips, Sean Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. Take care.
또 양키스요. 다시 한번 볼티모어 대 양키스.
Hi again, everybody. Here's the lineup for the Orioles. Scouting pitch on. It's Rasmus at the plate. He's going to start things off today.
3대 1로
The pitch.
뉴욕 양키스가 승리를 얻었죠. 투수는 로저스.
It's hit foul by
로저스
Rasmus.
선수.
0-1 offering Rogers. A line drive towards the hole. Ooh, that one hit off the heel of his glove. So they can't make the play. And he's on. That's a costly error to allow him to reach base. Here's a look at how the Yankees will match up defensively.
Well, Gary, in a game like this, they need to play solid defense, especially against a lineup that can put the ball in play like this team can.
Here's the delivery. Cutter just misses. 1-0. The career numbers for him, 278
타자는 2번
average
아담
against the
존스입니다.
Yankees. Adam Jones, swing and a miss, count even.
3경기 홈런.
There's a swing and a smash. This one to Ellsbury. One away, and he'll go back to first.
Let's take a look at last year's rankings in the American League and see how the Baltimore Orioles fared. Second in home runs, sixth in slugging percentage, and they were in the top 10 in doubles, driving the ball out to the wall, playing a lot of wall ball last year, showing that speed coming out of the batter's box and taking the extra bases.
Machado at the plate.
Boy, a long time ago, remember when the O's and Yanks used to square off for the top of the division? Well, it's been a while since then, but the fans still kind of battle each other in this series.
And the first pitch was a strike. Got him at 0-1 right now. Certainly the unbalanced schedule that has these teams in every division playing each other 18 or 19 times has made it really tough for the Orioles to go against that Eastern Division, and that has faded that Yankee rivalry, John.
And last year, an example.
There's a swing and a liner. Boy, I don't know in that count, Steve. Number one, the fact that he swung's kind of a surprise. I don't know how he hit that where it was.
You're right. On an 0-2 count, you have to protect the plate. Sometimes it's a defensive swing, but sometimes it works out.
Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in.
득점권입니다. 드디어.
Over his career, a .265 hitter off the Yankees. And they'll just have to sit on this one, so everybody's safe.
타자는 마크 트럼보.
Rogers sets and throws. Swung on the drive by Trumbo.
트럼보 3장.
And a great
잡았어요.
catch. Runners on the move. The throw. Here's Rasmus coming in. That hit knocks in a run. We take a look at the win expectancy graph.
Well, this is what run producers do in situations. They find a way to pick up the run any way they can. He hits into the out but gets the RBI.
So Chris Davis, RBI chance.
아이고야.
Well, they've done themselves quite a job here. This is a nice push at this point of the ball game to get out in front.
Well, it's a nice job here, jumping out in front early. Getting that production really helps change the strategy of the game, changes the pitches and the at-bats.
Number 18. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Early pressure.
땅볼로 돌려세우면서 1점을
And our starting pitcher for Baltimore. So, Steve, what's he going to be conscious of as he looks at this Yankees lineup?
Well, Andrew Kastner has a big fastball. It jumps out of his hand and jumps on the hitter. The question is, will he throw it for a strike? Will he throw it where he wants in the strike zone? Because if he misses, Major League hitters are going to turn it around.
And it's 0-2. Ellsbury cut it down, protect.
The hitter has to be protective. He has to be able to fight off that tough pitch and put it in play for a base hit if he can.
And that's high, 1-2. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 as Jacoby Ellsbury is down 1.
Pitcher hangs this curveball. It's up in the zone. It's a very hittable pitch, but for whatever reason, the hitter couldn't pull the trigger.
Their number 2 spot at the plate. A shot up the middle. Now here's the lineup in the books for Joe Girardi. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Jacoby Ellsbury proved he can be a 30-30 threat with his speed and his power. We always knew he was a great defender. Now the offense is matching up. He's one of the most complete players, and he's going to be an MVP candidate every year he plays.
On the way. That's strike 2. Cashner in charge on the mound.
Well, that pitch right there, he just blew it right by the hitter. Swung late.
Curveball. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Change up, swung on and missed. That's the out, number 2.
At 86 miles per hour and as flat as that, pretty dangerous pitch right there.
And he just missed it on this one, taking his hacks on it, but he couldn't place it.
Yeah, hard to believe. Most big league hitters would put that one in the cheap seats. He must have taken his eye off it for a split second.
And now we got a chance to take a quick look at how the Orioles will be setting up on defense. John, anyone in particular that we want to keep an eye on?
Well, if you want to see a great athlete roaming around in the outfield, keep your eye on Colby Rasmus. Easy strides, doesn't look like he's running hard, doesn't look like he's playing.
Well, he's running, taking off for second. And And he is out trying to take
태그아웃
second.
시키면서
So no runs on one hit and nobody left on. Up next, Oriole. There's second baseman in the box now. He's going to get us started. Second inning. Swings, lines this one back up the middle. Oh, and he bobbles this thing. But he recovers in time, makes the play. Good work. Now look at the teams who led the league at extra base hits last year. Brought to you by State Farm. Number 1, the Yankees. Second, the Rangers. The Red Sox third. The Orioles fourth. And fifth best, the A's.
Well, look for the ball to be rattled around in the gaps in this game. The balls are going to be hitting the wall. Extra base hits galore with these two teams. Two of the best at it last year in the league. And I tell you what, these guys love to hit the ball in the gaps and get in scoring position with one swing of the bat.
로저스 선수.
Now he swings, hits this one high in the air. Deep left center field. Goodbye, home run.
데니 발렌시아가 홈런으로 대응합니다.
So that narrow one-run lead is now doubled on one swing of the bat as he got it out of here.
He thought he had him set up for the slider right there, but unfortunately, he didn't. Home run. Now, Baltimore's got to be thinking they've got this under control as they just keep adding on runs, Gary.
Rogers sets and throws. There's a ground ball.
조세프가 결국에 안타 치고
He
나오면서
hates that pitch away, and he knew they were coming with it because that's the way you get him out. Give him a lot of credit. He got a good piece of wood on it, and
타율 대단한
now
타율.
he's on base.
Reached on an error and later scored last time through the lineup. Big swing and a miss. Strike one.
The hardest pitch to hit a home run on is that sinker ball. Why he's swinging that hard, who knows?
Strike two, and Colby Rasmus now has got himself down on the count.
A good sinking movement on that pitch, right on the black, away from the hitter. Tough pitch to hit.
The 1-2 on its way. He can't connect on that one. Colby Rasmus comes up empty on that swing.
Well, this one clocks in at about 74 miles per hour and has some pretty good movement on it.
Here's Adam Jones with 2 away.
타자는 2번 타자 아담 존스.
Nothing in 2 ABs last year against Daisuke Matsuzaka. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. And he fouls another one off. Here's the pitch. Slider swung on and missed. Struck him out. That's going to retire the side. So they pick up a run on the home run and add to their lead. Baltimore leads it by a couple. Their DH in the box. Here it comes. Really tries to lay into that first pitch, but he misses 0-1. That's strike two. Cashner in charge on the mound. Slider, that's taken. Strike three, one away.
This pitch has a little life to it at 84 on the gun and some pretty good movement.
좋아, 좋아, 좋아.
And he gets rung up in a pitch that catches the bottom of the strike zone. That's where he wanted to put that one.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to agree with the call, but it was fair. You got to swing the bat in that situation.
And Sanchez is batting. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left as he drops back and puts it away.
Let's take a chance now to look at the Yankee season last year and how they ranked in the American League. First in home runs, first in slugging percentage, and a very productive offense as well. Second in the league in runs scored. That's an offense that scores in a lot of different ways. Not just with power, not just with speed, but that ability to manufacture runs and score in many ways.
Here's the pitch. Good changeup. It's quickly 0-2.
The hitter saw fastball, the pitcher threw changeup. Not a good combination for the hitter.
And the sinker swung on and missed. Side retired. It goes quickly for Andrew Kashner. 1-2-3. He's off to a commanding start. Up next, Orioles. And if you are just coming on board, Gary Thorne, Steve Phillips, John Kruk, as we bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Machado gets a turn here. He'll start things off here in the third inning. Grounded softly to short. Number 18. Over to first for out number 1. Trumbo is ready to go. He stands in. He went 0 for 3 last year off Daisuke Matsuzaki. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1.
He says, I'm going to go at him, but I'm going to go at him away so that I can't get hurt. He just runs that fastball by him.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2 for Mark Trumbo. Time to protect. Taps this one foul off to the left. Rogers sets and throws. Good sinker that time, but it's ruled a ball. 1-2. Let's take a look here at how he's been mixing up his pitches so far in this game.
Well, you know, guys, he's definitely leaning towards that slider a little more than he usually does.
You know, guys, I've been expecting.
There's a ground ball, and he cannot come up with it. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it. And Chris Davis to bat. Very low average, 208 last year against the Yankees.
Well, and they just had his numbers. Sometimes you just have to tip your hat to the entire staff and say, you know what, they were just better than me. Maybe you can turn it around this year.
This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. And he'll take an extra base on this one. It's rolling towards the wall.
A very, very smooth and level swing right there going through that strike zone. And he drives that ball. Now, let's see if this will start a 2-out rally now that he's on second base.
And here's the first one. Lays off that one. Outside edge, and it's a strike. Boy, that one is stung up the middle. Number 18. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. They pick up no runs on one hit and leave a man at second. Baltimore 2, the Yankees nothing. Gardner at the plate.
Number 11, Brett Gardner.
Couldn't get around in time. 0-1. Career number just a .223 average off Baltimore.
There's really no explanation on why he has trouble against this team, but he struggles against every pitcher.
That's strike two.
왜 이렇게 나가냐.
Cashner in charge on the mound.
He gets 2 quick strikes on the hitter, but he can't be too selective now. He's got to go right at him.
Swung on line to right center field. This one beyond him. It's going to be extra bases. He's trying for second. And the throw. Not even close to third base. He gets in there with time to spare.
Well, this is the way you want to kick off an inning right here. He hits the ball right out of the box. He's thinking triple, and that's what he gets.
Here's a look at the teams who got it done last year at the plate. Brought to you by State Farm. The Angels, number 1. Second, the Rangers. In third, the Tigers. Fourth, the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
When you watch this team today, one of the top hitting teams in all of baseball last year, you can't get frustrated as a pitcher pitching against them because they are going to get base hits, but you're going to have to bear down, and if you're going to beat them, you better hope you're getting a lot of double play balls because there's always going to be guys on base.
That one lofted in the air. One away. Here comes the runner for the plate. And Gardner's home. A productive hit. Checking the WPA graph, let's measure what the RBI means.
Solid approach at the plate. Did not try to do too much right there. Didn't think he had to swing it and hit out of the ballpark, make contact, and get a run in.
And it's the number 9 spot. You creep back into ball games when you're at this stage of it, and right now that's what they're doing. Here's the pitch. A liner headed for the hole. Throw in the dirt, and he is in there. And that'll bring up Jacoby Ellsbury.
Well, the pitcher did everything he could right here. He got the ground ball like he wanted. But you see this runner, man, once he left the box, he is flying, and he beats this one out. 2010 had to be a difficult year for Jacoby Ellsbury. Only 18 games. Tried to come off the DL, battling back from that rib injury. Just never got anything going. Had to miss most of the entire season.
Well, certainly for Ellsbury, John, that year he missed, it sure looks like now he tried to come back too soon in those cracked ribs and just wasn't ready.
Yeah, and that's the big thing. It's coming back from an injury. You better make sure you're 100% or else it's just going to be a difficult year. But I tell you what, once those things got healed, 2011, he...
Ground ball Ellsbury. And he's got it. To second, there's one. Now over to first and safe at first. Close play, not quite enough time to get him. Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. He singled in his last at bat. He delivers. Swing and a liner to right center. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on board. The opportunity for offense is right now.
You have to like the aggressiveness on the bases here. Good piece of hitting, but they're going first to third. You take the extra base. Those are the little things that lead to victory.
And in the batter's box, it's Stanton. Struck out swinging his last time up. On the way. Hit on the ground. This could be the end. Machado. And that'll do it, everybody. That's out number 3. This ball game over.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
Always like to recognize the player of the game, and we've got one today. No doubt it was the mound work today, Andrew Cashner.
Well, great starting pitching usually leads to wins for your team, and he came through with a great one in this one. And that's basically the definition of what it takes to become the player of the game.
And they didn't have to score a lot of runs to do it. They end up with just managing 2 across the plate, but the pitching held up.
Well, a very close game and solid pitching and outstanding defense as well. Those little things become the key in close games.
So glad you could join us. For Steve Phillips and John Kruk, I'm Gary Thorne. We'll see you real soon.
휴가.
Welcome, everybody. Right now, we've got a moment to look at that lineup for the Orioles. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one of the more exciting players in baseball to me is Adam Jones. If he can work on his plate discipline, be a little more selective, and that power numbers are...
It's Rasmus at the plate. He'll be starting us off in this game for 2K Sports.
1번 타자. 투수는 돈탈베스.
Ground ball. Polanco fielding that one.
1루 아웃이.
Bad throw. So they can't make the
에러가
play.
나왔어요.
And he's on. That's a costly error to allow him to reach base. We'll take a moment here to show you how the Twins will stack up on defense.
Now, defense has been a problem for this club, and when you take a look at the number of errors they've committed, it's in the bottom 5 in the American League. They just have not been able to